Hello.
Hello. That was a very happy
Mhm.
greeting, as Pharrell Williams would say, "'Cause I'm clapping along if you feel like a room without a roof." Singing's not my thing, but it makes me happy. It's one of the things that makes me happy, which is the cue to happiness, is what we're talking about today. What is happiness? What can you do to make yourself happy? And some action steps that you can bring into your life. But before I get into that, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Sally.
And I am Donna.
Very happily, Donna. And we are I Am Worth. So, happiness, what is it? Let's start with that. It's the thing that brings you joy, that uplifts your system, that makes you feel good and vibrant and alive, and all those wonderful feel good chemicals that our body produces. Happiness is what that is. It makes us laugh, it makes us smile, and it brings so much joy into our lives.
It sure does. And it feels really good to feel happy, doesn't it? It really does. And wouldn't it be great if we were happy all the time, 24/7? And in saying that, when you meet that person, and there's so many people out there that are like this, just seem to be happy all the time. Do you envy them? Do you go, wow, they're just so happy all the time? They never seem sad. The thing is, they probably have to really work at it, as do we. Like, it's not something that just comes naturally. At the end of the day, life will continue lifing, which is a beautiful saying that we've recently learned.
Indeed, it will.
And, things will cross our paths that can kind of knock us away from happiness sometimes. And it's so very easy to slip into a place that doesn't really feel so great. So the more we can engage with our inner happiness, the better. Because unfortunately, most of us, and I'm one of these main culprits, most of us in the past, or if not constantly now in the present, are thinking that happiness comes from external things, that things need to be perfect around us in order for us to feel happy. But this is not the case, is it, Sally?
That's what we call the happiness trap. The happiness trap. So just before I go onto the happiness trap, I'll do a tangent because I haven't done one in any of these videos. And if there's no tangents, it's not me, is it really? So what I will say is this, is that happiness is a trainable thing within our energy system. So those people that Donna was talking about who seem happy all the time, they have trained themselves to do that. Does everything happen perfectly in their life? Absolutely not. Do they have bad days where they're angry, where they're frustrated, where all of those things are happening for them? Absolutely they do. But they don't live there for a long time because they've trained themselves to be happy. And that is what we're going to talk about, some things that you can do a little bit later. But coming back to where we started, the happiness trap. What is the happiness trap? It is where we wait for all the ducks to be in a row in our external environment so that we feel we can be happy in our internal environment.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that look like? I will be happy when I get the money. I will be happy when I have the house. I will be happy when I lose the weight. I will be happy when I found the partner. I will be happy when, insert whatever word you've used in your life there, because we have all used words in our life there. And it's a trap because it keeps our system in a place of never being happy. And I'll give you a tip as to why this is a trap. Is when you are happy, it raises your vibration and it aligns you more with that very thing that you are trying to create or you are working on manifesting in your life. So you need to be happy and generate it within you to create it in your external environment. Not wait for the world to change, not wait for your circumstances to change so that you can feel happy, because you never get to the happiness and you never get to change.
Here's a question. The last time that you were happy, and that might take a little bit of thought, but the last time that you were happy, was everything absolutely perfect? Was it?
No, I'll answer that. No,
No.
absolutely not.
But yet you managed to feel happy. And this happiness wasn't a forced thing. It just happened. Everything just lined up enough in your system for you to go, oh my gosh, I feel happy right now. You have the warm fuzzies. You might get goosebumps. You might get butterflies. You might just feel that general warmth and comfortable and snuggliness and, oh, I'm so happy right now. But I would really, really challenge any of you to
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge, yeah. To ask yourself, the last time I was happy, was everything absolutely perfect? And I would say it probably wasn't. That's something to think about.
And that's a perfect example of happiness is an inside job.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the big question is this as well, is if we say to you, what makes you happy? A lot of the time, people can't answer that. They just get happy because they get happy when they get happy. They don't actually know what makes them as an individual happy. For me, I love the beach. So being able to go to the water and watch the waves crashing and smelling the salt air and feeling the sand between my toes and the sound of the wind as it blows past. It's a whole experience for me. It brings so much joy and happiness into my system. Dancing, I take dance breaks. I put on my favorite song and I crank it up and I dance like a lunatic to this music, and it makes me feel happy. It generates all those feel good feelings inside me. I am blessed to have what is the absolute best marriage in the world to this amazing lady, and that brings me so much joy getting to do life with her every single day. There are so many things that make me personally happy that I have in my toolkit to generate that emotion consistently. What about you, Donna?
Oh, look, I do. I enjoy walks along the beach. I sound like I'm in a Lonely Hearts column. I enjoy walks along the beach. And my happy place is in the kitchen. I absolutely love nothing more than putting on some music. Doesn't really matter what type of music. I have a very wide range of music that I like, but putting on some music and just getting a recipe book out. I'm not necessarily a creative cook, but just getting a recipe out and just following it. The more intricate and tricky, the better. And I just love challenging myself. Happiness comes with me when I'm challenging myself, when I'm working towards a goal, when I'm improving myself, when I'm pushing myself into my zone of uncomfortableness. That makes me happy, which is kind of a bit weird, really. But that's me. And I do like doing a good jigsaw puzzle, or my newly thing, Lego. Lego makes me happy. We'll have to show you the collection one day. But yes, so, and a nice walk along the beach, feeling that sea trickle in between your toes and the sand. And yeah, that's nice too. But yeah, that's me. A few things.
So what is it that makes you happy? Think about that. Think about what makes you happy. And then the second part of the equation is knowing what makes you happy is the number one step. Because if you don't know what makes you happy, you're not going to be able to internally generate it. But the second part of the equation is this: do the thing that makes you happy. Because all too often what happens is we go, I love walks on the beach and I love going to the beach, but I don't have time for that. We keep putting off the things that make us happy because we go, I will do that if I have time. I will do that when I've gone to work, gotten the groceries, cleaned the house, looked after the kids, whatever is on your to-do list. And we keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. And then we realize the very thing that makes us happy we haven't done for a really long time. So make sure you have happiness scheduled not only into your week or your month, but have it scheduled into your day. And we'll talk about that in the action steps.
And I think as well, the most important thing is not relying on other people for your happiness. You know, we've probably spoke about that a couple of minutes ago, but not kind of, well, if they're happy, I'll be happy. You know, what do you want for tea? Oh, I don't care, just whatever you want, that'll make me happy. Really? You know, so, and we have that conversation quite a lot actually. So just knowing what happiness feels like for you, and knowing that the only person that can actually create that within you is you, and connecting with past happiness. Kind of, if you're able to, and this isn't something that you need to do now, but just I encourage you to, whenever you can, just close your eyes and just take yourself back to the last time that you were really happy. And then just turn up everything. Turn up the color, turn up the sound, make it bigger, brighter, and you will actually really feel all of the feels of being happy. And notice where you can feel that in your body. Because if you know what happiness feels like for you, then you have something to work towards. If you're that disconnected from your happiness that you don't know what it feels like, then this is a great exercise for you to do. Just really notice where you feel it. Some people feel happiness in their head, in their heart, in their stomach. They might just generally feel very energetic, or they might feel really mellow. It varies for everybody.
Absolutely, it does. So that brings us to, what can you do? What's an action step? And Donna and I have spoken about some things that we like to do to make us happy. But what if you had an anywhere, anytime happiness hack that you could utilize, whether you're at home on your own, whether you're on public transport, flying to another country, whatever you're doing, you can utilize this happiness hack. I'm going to show it to you. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is the happiness hack. That's all it is. It's smiling with the biggest, cheesiest grin you can muster. Open your eyes and go crazy with the smile.
Do we need a zoom up of the smile?
I don't think we need a zoom up. I don't think we need a zoom up of the smile. No, we don't need a zoom up of the smile.
Oh, not even of my smile?
Yeah, you can do yours if you want, but we don't need a zoom. Everyone saw what the smile is. Go big, go crazy, go nuts with the smile, because what it does is your system is programmed consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously to know if you are smiling, something good is happening. No one goes, this is literally the worst day of my life, and smile about it. No one ever does that. But you smile about things that make you happy. You smile about things that make you feel good. So the very act of smiling is going to get all those feel-good chemicals into your system. All the endorphins, all the dopamine, all the oxytocin, all of that feel-good hormones into your system. So smile. Schedule your smile. If you're not smiling every hour, put it in your phone. The alarm goes off.
And you know something? Here's the thing. You might feel really stupid when you're at work and your alarm goes off. Imagine if you're in a meeting and you suddenly just randomly smile. They'll go, what are you smiling at? And you go, oh, if only you knew. Which will make you smile even more. So it's a win-win. Just smile.
It is an absolute win-win. So that is probably the easiest action step that you can do, but also schedule in other things that make you happy as well. Your weekly off to the beach, it may be. It might be 10 minutes a day just to sit and have your cup of coffee and read the book that you've been wanting to read. Whatever it is that brings you joy, have a bubble bath, put in some nice essential oils. Whatever it is that makes you happy, make sure you do that, because you are worth happiness.
You are worth happiness.
I'm Sally.
And I am Donna.
And we are I Am Worth. See you guys.